Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we take you inside the beating heart of a dynasty that refuses to die quietly. The Golden State Warriors, once the gold standard of basketball greatness, now stand at a crossroads. And right at the center of this unfolding drama, a young phenom named Jonathan Kuminga, a generational talent named Giannis Antetokounmpo, and a franchise trying to thread the needle between yesterday's glory and tomorrow's dream. This is not just a story about basketball. It's about trust. It's about loyalty. And above all, it's about choices. Let's begin in the Bay Area, where the echoes of past championships still bounce off the rafters of Chase Center. Stephen Curry still dazzles, the crowd still roars, and the Warriors are still fighting in the playoffs. But behind the scenes, something deeper is simmering. Jonathan Kuminga, only 21 years old, was supposed to be the future. A raw but explosive athlete with the kind of two-way potential that made scouts salivate. This season, Kuminga averaged 15.3 points and 4.6 rebounds over 47 games. But here's where the story takes a turn. Because for all his talent, Kuminga played in just over half of the Warriors' regular season games. You heard that right. Despite being healthy for most of the year, his minutes were inconsistent, his role undefined, and his presence sometimes invisible. Fans asked, "Where's Kuminga?" Analysts speculated. And inside the locker room, whispers grew louder. When he was on the floor, the results spoke for themselves. He had nights where he led the offense, slashed through defenses, and finished above the rim like a star in the making. He turned heads. He drew fouls. He even had games with 28 points and 6 rebounds, reminding everyone why he was a top draft pick. But then, silence. Healthy scratches. Benched in key moments. Rotations shuffled without explanation. It was like watching someone light a fire, only to snuff it out before it could burn. Head coach Steve Kerr has remained tight-lipped. No clear answer, no public rationale. Just minutes disappearing into thin air. And so, the questions loom. Does the coaching staff trust Kuminga? Is he part of Golden State's long-term plans, or just another name on the trade block? With Klay Thompson no longer on the roster, and Draymond Green aging, the Warriors are entering a new era, whether they like it or not. And that's where the plot thickens. Because far from the Bay Area, another storm is brewing in Milwaukee. Damian Lillard, acquired in a blockbuster deal to boost the Bucks' championship hopes, has suffered a devastating Achilles injury. His status for next season? Uncertain. His ability to carry the team alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo? In serious doubt. And suddenly, the unthinkable is thinkable. Giannis might be available. Yes, the two-time MVP. The Greek freak. A once-in-a-lifetime talent whose name is now being whispered in trade conversations across the league. Teams are circling: the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, the Houston Rockets, even the Oklahoma City Thunder. But one name keeps rising to the top of that list: the Golden State Warriors. Imagine it, Steph Curry and Giannis Antetokounmpo. The shooter of our generation alongside the most dominant inside force in the league. A final super team run, engineered to chase one last ring. How would that happen? Sources say a potential Warriors package could include Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green, Moses Moody, Brandon Podziemski, and a mountain of unprotected picks and pick swaps through 2031. That's the price. Is it too much? Maybe. Is it enough to land Giannis? Possibly. Is it worth the gamble? That's the question keeping Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. up at night. Let's be clear, the Warriors are still alive in the playoffs. Steph Curry is still doing Steph Curry things. Just last week, he dropped 34 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in a crucial win. Kevin Looney continues to anchor the paint, and young guns like Podziemski are showing promise. But the core is aging. The title window is closing. And Kuminga's uncertain role, despite his 15.3 ppg and undeniable upside, adds fuel to the fire. Is Kuminga the future? Or is he the key to unlocking a blockbuster deal? Fans are divided. Some say hold the line, develop the youth, build organically, and let Kuminga grow. Others say swing big, pair Curry with Giannis and chase immortality. There's no official trade rumor yet. No WJ bomb. No Shams tweet. But the silence is deafening. Why isn't Kuminga playing more? Why no public endorsement from Kerr? Why the lack of urgency to define his role? Sometimes, it's not what's said. It's what's not said. And maybe, just maybe, the Warriors are quietly preparing to make a move that will define the next decade of basketball. Let's pause and remember what Kuminga has shown us. Explosive drives. Lockdown defense. Moments where he looked like the best athlete on the court. His season-high 28 points and clutch performances when given starter minutes are proof enough. The potential is there. But potential doesn't win titles. Stars do. And Giannis? He's a superstar in every sense. This season, he averaged 30.4 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game. Even in a down year, he was unstoppable. With the Bucks vulnerable and their title hopes fading, Giannis may be ready for a change. And Golden State may be the one team bold enough to roll the dice. So here's the million-dollar dilemma. Do the Warriors trust Kuminga to blossom into a franchise player? Or do they turn the page, trade the youth, and make one final run with Curry and Giannis at the helm? The playoffs will tell part of the story. But the real drama is happening behind closed doors. If Golden State loses early, expect the front office to act swiftly. The fans want answers. The future is calling. And the moment for hesitation is long gone. Because in the NBA, windows don't stay open forever. Dynasties fade. Legs grow tired. And the next great team is always waiting to rise. Tonight, the Warriors still have hope. They still have Curry. They still have a shot. But change is coming. And whether Kuminga becomes the face of the franchise, or the face of a blockbuster deal, one thing is certain. The Golden State Warriors are about to make a choice that will echo across the NBA. So stay tuned. Stay alert. And most of all, stay inspired. Because in the heart of every transition, there's a lesson. A lesson about growth. About courage. And about never being afraid to make the move that no one sees coming. This is more than basketball. This is legacy. And for the Warriors, that legacy is still being written, one play, one trade, and one bold decision at a time. Good night from the Bay. The next chapter is just beginning. And here's the key takeaway from the channel: delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.